because Bournemouth, Poole and Broadstone, they have very different identities. And if you ask residents where they're from, they'll tell you if they're from one of those towns.
Some of the other changes BCP councillors proposed have been a little bit more divisive, I think is a nice way of putting it. Do you want to talk a bit about the plan for the new town councils in Bournemouth, Broadstone and Poole?
Yeah, absolutely. And this was something which was a political priority for us as Liberal Democrats, and something we were elected to deliver. Really, it's looking at our places across Dorset and seeing the brilliant work that town and parish councils are doing. So the only places in Dorset not to have town and parish councils are Bournemouth and Poole. We wanted to change that. I feel that we've missed out a lot in our areas. You only have to look at places like Highcliffe, where the town council are major funders of the food festival over there, and they get 35,000 visitors to there each time. Or over in Christchurch, where they've got just stunning Christmas decorations and Christmas lights, and have big events around, turning on the Christmas lights, that real community stuff. And other councils, I always look at places like Corfmullen, who deliver youth services through their town councils. These are things that we have lost because we are a unitary council. We have pressure in our statutory services. And actually, I think we've lost a lot of the democracy of it as well, because Bournemouth, Poole and Broadstone, they have very different identities. And if you ask residents where they're from, they'll tell you if they're from one of those towns, rather than talking about it as an area. And I feel that it's really important that those residents in those individual towns and parishes have the ability to have the say over particularly those community things that they want to see delivered in their areas. So for me, this is about equity. It's about delivering something which puts us on a par with those places that are thriving with their town and parish councils. I'm really excited to see what they can deliver.
What's the timeline on those town councils? How close are they to happening?
So the elections are actually taking place in May this year for town councillors. I would really encourage people to consider standing for their town council or getting involved. They are going to be absolute leaders on those community projects that we miss in our areas, and I think they're going to do a really good job.